Hello, I'm Sai Sumanth. The topic we have selected is venture planning and business model distribution and production of biofuels. So, what are biofuels? Biofuels is a type of renewable energy source derived from microbial, plant, or animal materials. So, examples for biofuels include ethanol, which comes from corn, biodiesel, which comes from vegetable oils, and biogas comes from digested organic materials. They can be in solid, liquid, or gaseous phases. They are mostly useful in latter two forms as it makes it easier to transport, deliver, and burn cleanly. So, biofuels can solve many problems worldwide. This includes effect of estimating oil prices, the debate on food for fuel, the potential for poverty reduction, carbon emission rates, sustainable biofuel production, deforestation and erosion, biodiversity loss, impact on water resources, engine in biofuel, as well as power balance and efficiency, etc. Uh, it concluded that not all biofuels are equally efficient in terms of climate change, energy security, and ecosystem, and suggests that environmental and social effects should be evaluated throughout the life cycle.
Okay, so I'm Nikhil. I'm going to talk about the motivation for the selection of this topic. So why biofuels? So biofuels they provide an alternative for fossil fuels. Like as we know, fossil fuels are a non-renewable source of energy, and they cause like serious environmental problems such as deforestation of forest, decrease in the plant and animal biodiversity, and also they cause a lot of air pollution. It's a go to the next slide. So as we can see here, we can see that in the first graph shows the air pollutant emissions in the US in the year 2016, and it shows it's the nitrogen oxide and sulfur dioxide, like they're in million tons, the emissions, which is like really high. And the second graph shows the air pollution deaths from fossil fuels due to air pollution in the year 2015. And worldwide, if you see, in 1 year, the deaths like around 3.6 million, which is like a staggering rate. So these are the disadvantages of fossil fuels. Um and also, talking about the advantages of biofuels, they are an efficient fuel. See, basically, biofuel is made from renewable source, and they are like relatively less flammable compared to other fossil fuels. And they also, they cause less harmful carbon emission compared to standard diesel. And the overall cost benefit is also much higher when compared to fossil fuels and other non-renewable fossil fuels. And the biofuels cost the same in the market as gasoline does. And however, the overall cost benefit of using them is much higher. They are cleaner fuels, which means they produce fewer emissions on burning. For example, according to RFA, Renewable Fuels Association, February 2019, Ethanol Industry Outlook Report, ethanol remains the highest octane, lowest cost motor fuel on the planet. So this is a report, and they are also easy to source. Gasoline is from crude oil, is got from crude oil, which happens to be a non-renewable source. Although current reservoirs of gas sustain for many years, there will be an end sometime for the non-renewable sources. So in that case, we can use biofuels. So biofuels are made they're made from different sources such as manure, waste from crops, other byproducts such as algae and plants grown specifically for the fuel. And as told before, they're a renewable source of energy. So since most of the fossil fuels will expire, um, uh, we can like get biofuels from stuff like manure, corn, switchgrass, soybeans, and all that. And they also like reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. Studies suggest that biofuels reduces greenhouse gases up to 65%. So as we all know, the major disadvantage of greenhouse gases is the depletion of ozone. And if they are like, reduced up to like 65%, the depletion of ozone is going to be like reduced a lot. So that's it. That's about it. About the motivation of the selection of topic. Over to Vishal.
So thank you, Nikhil. My name is Vishal. I'll be dealing with the top three players in the sector. So in the beginning, we have biodiesel technocrats. So basically, they are one of the largest biodiesel manufacturers in India. and which is filled with a team of highly skilled, competent people who design, assemble, fabricate, and commission the biodiesel production facilities. They utilize the latest technology in the biodiesel production. The plant is mainly a multi-feedstock biodiesel processing plant, which is specialized for biodiesel processing equipment, and they are studying at the biodiesel research lab. They are also manufacturing in their sites in Delhi, Kolkata, and Nagpur. The biodiesel producers use the latest adsorbent technology to produce wide range of biodiesel products in the part of the marketing part of the equipment. The biodiesel plant manufacturing as a marketing portion in the design, construction, assembly of the biodiesel processing plants. Moving on to Imami Agrotech Limited, they produce a diverse range of biodiesel equipments and as well as biodiesel fuels. They also specialize in other activities such as making edible oil, vanaspati specialty fats, and manufacture and marketing of biodiesel. They are also considered one of the top manufacturing of biodiesel in India, with a revenue of rupees 25,000 crores and trades in biodiesel and edible oil. They are one of the state-of-the-art technology in Haldia, West Bengal, with a production capacity of 350 tons of biodiesel. We also supply the biodiesel to marine and lock applications in Kolkata, Port Touch, Haldia Dock Complex. We also transport the biodiesel products to State Transport Corporation, West Bengal Transport Corporation. Additionally, the company is the last producer of biodiesel, also known as palm methyl ester in eastern India, and a significant exporter of biodiesel to South Asian countries and also in Europe. And finally, we have G Energetic Biofuels Private Limited. They are one of the leading biodiesel manufacturers in India and are also highly certified ISO producers. They also produce biodiesel, glycerin, bioethanol, and other chemicals for industrial purposes. They are also equipped with advanced technology in order to produce eco-friendly biodiesel. They are also a main biodiesel supplier of Uttar Pradesh, with broad hands in supplies in Assam, Bihar, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. They also provide biodiesel retail outlets all over the country. They plan to focus to create multiple opportunities for other people, even in rural urban areas for low economic states. So over to Joel.
So my name is Joe, and I'll be discussing about the location of the manufacturing unit. So as we know that the Indian government is working to encourage sugar mills to create ethanol from sugarcane juice and the surplus sugar. So bagasse is also there, which is used and utilized for processing and generating heat and power later on. And sugarcane yield is really high in India due to its higher photosynthetic efficiency. So considering all these points, Maharashtra is a good region we have selected since it is the India's second largest sugarcane producer. The sugarcane is grown all the 4 seasons over there, and due to the high water requirement, districts in state center and south zones from all these sugarcane seasons uh, have have a have a different season for cultivating. Furthermore, this also allows for different kind of allocation strategy, economic mass energy, especially in the region of Maharashtra, and are best for the bioproduct environmental performance.
So, hi, I'm Rishab, and I'm going to talk about the main factors affecting the location of a business. The factors include market, raw material, transportation cost, land, manpower, and waste disposal. Based on the above factors, the facility would be located on the outskirts of the city and close to the rural areas, so as to easily obtain raw materials and workforce. The facility would not be situated very far from the city, so as to reduce the transportation cost. The reason for staying close to the city. Okay. So the reason for staying close to the cities and rural areas are that most of the garbage and organic waste will be collected from the city. The facility could be situated in a land bought in lease so as to reduce the initial investment on the site. The strategy can reduce the initial cost and expenditures of the facility and obtain raw materials in an affordable rate. The disposal of waste is not a problem as the waste from biogas plants will be just manure which the farmers can also use. So, thank you.